It was an interesting stay here at Hondeklip Bay, eh?
Yeah, I'm glad I came.
But if you look at the map, you'll see that we've just left Hondeklip Bay and that we're going to take a stunning little gravel road of about 20 kilometers to a small mining town called Koingnaas. Never been there before and really looking forward to getting there. A few young ostriches trotting down the fields.
And trotting is exactly what they did.
Yeah. So at this point in our trip, our mic has really started to give us hassles and it's just getting worse. But we're going to still try our best to make it as pleasant as possible for you. Young ones.
I love it when they run.
We spoke to someone in Hondeklip Bay about this gravel road to Koingnaas, and they said there was a major flood that washed out the bridge and part of the road. And yeah, we've just arrived to it. We were quite apprehensive about this trip.
So we were anticipating some damage, but we were not prepared for what we saw here. And this apparently happened in December of 2021. We didn't know the name of the river, but we've subsequently looked it up, and it is the Swart Lentjies River. And it's about 5 kilometers outside of Koingnaas. And look, the big section.
Yeah, the whole bridge is gone. There's nothing left. Look, even the stormwater pipes are scattered all over the show. Shows you how powerful water can be, eh?
Yeah, one forgets that sometimes.
Oh. We were just arriving on the outskirts of Koingnaas, and in the distance there we could see the beautiful ocean, and then at the foot of the mine heap we could see the start of the mining town, the little houses there in the distance.
So one of the first things I noticed about Koingnaas were these long rows of garages that we saw scattered throughout the town. They were fascinating to me, and we did ask someone about them as we were driving through town. Here we were entering the town of Koingnaas. The first building we got to here was the checkpoint. Now Koingnaas was a closed mining town in the past, where only mining personnel and their families could enter. Now of course it's open to everyone.
Yeah, and this is pretty neat that they got on the side of the building here all the distances to Alexander Bay, Port Nolloth, Klein Oqis, and they've also got Springbok included there somewhere.
All the places in the area,
all the places in the area, so you know how far to go. The other issue we had was fuel. Hondeklip Bay does not have a fuel station. So everybody we asked said the only place that will be able to help you is Koingnaas. So our first stop now is to go and get fuel at Koingnaas because we're running low.
Oh, and you remember these beautiful aloes next to the side of the road? Or I don't know if they were aloes, but I absolutely loved them.
Stunning.
we found the filling station. We had refueled, and we figured now that the Quiddy's tummy is full, we can fill our tummies too. And the owner of the filling station explained to us where we could go to get some breakfast, and we were on our way there.
Klein Oqis. My mic was working now as I wanted to go into the shop and order us some food, some toasted sandwiches, but they were playing copyrighted music inside here, so I have to play my own music over so that I don't get a copyright strike.
Quite a nice place. And we ordered sandwiches, and we couldn't wait to eat them in the car because dinner was fairly minimal the night before.
Starving.
Such a big structure.
I think it's not in use anymore because
No, it's inhabited by birdies.
Yep.
Something to do with the mines, right?
For sure. They might have had engineering companies here, manufacturing stuff.
Maybe we can pick something up from one of the signs on the building. Oh, there, it was for vehicles there. Vehicles drove over and then...
Oh, this is most probably the mining vehicle that got serviced here.
Fitter shop,
Yeah,
painting, sign writing, glazing. Must have been a whole vehicle
yes.
depot. So interesting that De Beers moved away from the area in 2015. It had 1,000 residents in it. It's now 120.
Oh, that's
Dudley
wild, eh?
says.
That's wild.
So there are very few people left.
Big house. Wow,
Probably a mining family moving away.
The houses are more or less in the same style, so you can see it's a mining community.
Built by the mines.
Yeah.
Or the mine. another vacant house. You can definitely see, eh? And now 3 vacant houses. So we've been driving through town for a little while by now, and we saw signs where the name of the town was spelt with 1 I in some instances and 2 I's in some places. So we asked someone and they said in the past oh, look at the mongoose run. I remember.
Crazy. I forgot about that.
Yes. They said that in the past it used to be spelt with 2 I's all the time, but gradually as time went on, the 1 I fell by the wayside, and now the recognized spelling, for the most part, is with 1 I.
And here we come to more garages again.
Another row of 10. So, is this the community hall, you think?
I think so, I'm not sure. There's the Koingnaas store, liquor store.
Yeah. You can even see the palm trees are battling, eh?
Yeah.
It's dry.
It looks like this was like a little shopping center. There's the library, Koingnaas library.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to take a walk around here. Well, I was chatting to those 2 gentlemen, and they told me that someone has leased this building in front of us here, and they were going to revive the liquor store, they were going to open a bakery and a butchery in this building. So they're really trying to revive the town as it is, get more shops going and so forth.
Which is fantastic.
Now this is the library. And right next to the library is the church. And then a squash court. So the Koingnaas mine production bonuses, so the listed people up here. Koingnaas Recreation Club notice board. Interesting. Look at these little tracks. So Look at this. Namaqualand. What we found was that there's an island, they call it an island, or they say it's an island, in the desert, but it's not surrounded by water. It's surrounded by over 1.2 million hectares of diamonds. And this is the only place here in this area that has no diamonds of it. And that's how the town developed around it. I find that very interesting. Just this spot has no diamonds in it, but the rest of the place is covered in them. Well, used to be. I say in 96 years they've looked for diamonds here and they haven't found one, just in this area.
So we saw the floodlights in the distance and we decided to come and check it out to see if the sports facilities were still functional. Although we're not 100% sure, they looked fairly desolate and we don't think that they are used anymore. But we took a drive around. We saw some changing rooms, I think. It looked pretty abandoned to us though.
So there's a lot of palm trees here, hey?
Yeah. Is this what you're looking for?
Yes, I'm going to turn around now and come to it.
Oh.
Blue Horizon camping site. Apparently he bought up this whole place and now he's turning it into a nice camping area and a facility.
That's nice. It's a big place.
Yeah, massive place. Now it's closed there, you can't get into the campsite itself.
I see. Were you hoping to take a drive
Yeah,
through?
I was hoping to. But it's privately owned, you see, so.
It's a very big place.
Yeah,
And you can see I've got building work and stuff going on here.
yeah. Yeah, the camping site is at the back. This used to be some play park for the original residents of the area.
Oh, you can see the one piece of playground equipment there.
Yes. Yeah, there's the playground equipment.
Did the lady at the filling station tell you this?
Yes, she did.
Interesting.
We were driving along and in front of this house we saw what we think is rose quartz. But you can even see the drilling holes where they put in the dynamite. It's a massive chunk of it. This was the tennis court.
They also had floodlights. Clearly they were big into their sports in the evenings after work and stuff.
On weekends.
They even had bus stops here. Do you see that?
Yes.
Right? That's interesting.
He just walked away now, the little mongoose.
Cute mongoose in town.
Yeah.
Wow.
A few bottles.
Okay. There were quite a lot there.
Yes.
Just that one stretch.
Yep. The playgrounds for the children is not too bad.
This is pretty.
Yeah.
Cool. initially intended as temporary housing.
Definitely.
That's wildly interesting to me, hey?
Yeah.
So it became permanent.
So these are like little trailers, trailer homes.
You know, when I see that shape of that water tank,
Yes.
why does Everite come into my
Because
mind?
Everite used to make them.
Really?
Yeah, and the name used to be written big on them.
Oh, is that why?
Everite, yeah.
So it's a childhood reference,
Yeah.
right? Okay. That's interesting, this.
Yeah.
So this was a temporary part of town.
Supposed to be, and now it's not so temporary.
Digger's Den. To me, it looks like accommodation.
Is it? Okay, this is where the people lived who worked on the Eskom lines, and he said they brought in so much business for them. The people that worked here are from Namibia, now they've gone back.
Are those the new pylons you saw between Subatsfontein and Hondeklip Bay?
Yes,
Because they look like kind of single quarters
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
We've been seeing these rows of garages since we entered Koingnaas, and we were wondering about them all the time. So we finally asked two locals, and they explained to us that some of them are used for storage, and yet others, as you can clearly see here, are converted into accommodation where people actually live. And these were the first ones we saw that were used as accommodation. So then only it made sense to us what they actually meant.
No, that was very interesting for me.
And so many garages in Koingnaas. Honestly, almost as many as houses.
I presume they must have used them as storage facilities as well, not just for vehicles.
Still do for the most part, I would
Yeah.
imagine, for storage, yeah.
Other than all the garages that have been converted into accommodation, there seems to be a lot of other accommodation units around here. And here we're approaching a hall, and it's called the AP Brits Hall. Now either this could be a community hall or a mess hall, but I would think more like a mess hall because of all the accommodation units that are around here.
Wish we could see more of the mining,
Yeah.
situations, but we're not allowed to.
The problem is the recording they'll have an issue with.
Yeah, no, of course. No, I get that. Those vehicles are enormous. Huh?
Yeah, very.
I suppose they no longer use these.
No, they're not working anymore.
Very interesting. Yeah. Very, very interesting to see a mining town like this on the coast, eh?
Yep. Especially diamond mining, eh?
Yes. Fascinating
Yeah.
somehow. It was a very cool visit to Koingnaas.
I must tell you, I found it very interesting to see how the town is doing.
Yes, and it's keeping afloat with so few residents.
Yeah, and what I liked about it is truly those two guys that are trying to build up everything. That's fantastic.
Thank you for bringing me to Koingnaas.